Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And I have finished the logic, I have a missing block. I finished the logic for deploying and undeploying, and you might notice, if you were here last time, it looks just a little different. That's because the last was overly convoluted and complicated and worthless. So, what have we here now? We have the button here. This button goes down and hits where am I? Hits this flip-flop. This flip-flop to that knot. And each of them go to their respective ores. So that way if I want to have another button somewhere else in the ship that's specifically for deploying, I can do that. So the ore then goes to these ands on either side, and the ands fire these buttons. These buttons then are wired up to their appropriate drone bay here. So what does this circuit do? So here, if you're checking or you're checking for true on this side, it's going to ask each of these AND blocks, is this OR and the other input true? The other input is the NOT from this, or from the dock, the NOT in here. So if it's not, and I want it on, then it'll activate the button that turns it on. And inverse for the NOT. If it's on and I want it off, then it turns it off. Well, it toggles it. So, yeah, that should work. So, now comes the fun part, testing. I have not actually fired this yet. The last one I fired and it went in stages. It did weird things. It would do the first one on the port side, then the first one on the starboard, then everybody else. So yeah, there's that. All right, so now I would like to start delete fleet. Oh, I do want to watch them fire. Come on. All right, so now I want a new fleet. We're gonna call it a fleet. We're gonna add everybody. Oh, I have to do them this way. Add everybody. And you are going to be the mothership. We're going to order to idle idle information, if you don't mind. So everybody is going to come back and try to warm up. Five. One. Okay. So I am being attacked by my drones. So we're going to tell them order just idle, not necessarily information. And I'm going to throw a few auxiliary thrusters on here just so I will be able to stop moving. Just gonna do a little 5x5x5 unit here. We're gonna hit X so we're closer to the ship. There we go. And you know what? This area right here looks perfect for right now. There we go. Undo. We are going to stick these here. All right. So now I can maneuver just a little. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't want that there. That's my, that was reserved for more logic stuff later. So we're going to stick these right here. All right. So we're going to check K. Yep, all of these have pickup areas except this one. This one's the mothership. So now we're going to order to carrier recall. Everybody should be finding their homes, except I have all of these as outgoing, so it's going to spit them back out. We need to dock like this to retrieve them. And what on earth are you doing, you insolent little insect? You're trying to go through the ship. And what are you doing? Oh, you're bouncing. I see. move up to help you out here? What's wrong with you? Uh, we're gonna try to avoid him. Get out of the vessel. F1, F8. Okay. It docked, finally. Drones are about as bright as a sack of hammers. So number 2 here, we have to denote that he is a moron. Right, so we've denoted that mentally, that number 2 is a moron. And well, that's not good. This this unit here is behind all that. Oh well. So now let's test out this probably won't work. Scan and let's say out here looks safe-ish. What do you mean looks safe? I believe everything's still set to be the all the pirate stations are still set to be your airport. Asteroid. It's 16 clicks out. And to the starboard. All right. I think I would like controls in the bridge for drones and stuff. Actually, that's pretty cool the way this window ended up. Where is that? That's 642.1. Where am I? 742.1. So let's slow her down. Slow her down a little faster. Let's just jump there because we're going to take us 17,000 years with our current thrust setup. 87.42.1. Where we are. This is where we need to be. That rock is right there behind us. All right, so let's deploy the I'm gonna hit V. We're gonna slow ourselves down a bit, and let's just see what happens. We hit K, order to mine this sector. Then we are going to deploy the drones. Right. They are in the process of being deployed. I probably need some sort of rail speed controller here, and I probably should have adjusted their lengths and widths and all that of the pickup, but don't care. They should fire and turn and go toward that rock. Even if they're not going to mine it today, they should at least turn toward it. Okay, order, mine this sector. Okay, maybe I need to get closer. Have to, they should say, hey, that rock's in this sector. We are in 8642.1, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Idle. Oh, no, 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 miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it. Because I have, for whatever reason, I have, collision, not collision, you call it when you can, the dynamic asteroid physics on. Mostly because I think it's amusing. And mostly because it's also default. Alright, so let's go VK. Order. Find this sector. Gonna sit there like bumps on logs. Okay. Why I hate mining drones. Okay. Order. Pack. Oh. Order. Sentry mode. Order. Mine the sector. And they do diddly. Like we have that set to out. I'd like to set it to in if that is at all possible. Now I'm going to set up for receiving and okay, order carrier recalled. Here they come to save the day. Let's get a bit lower so that you have a better vector of approach. Ow, 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 ow. That's everybody. Okay, so now let's turn on our salvage beams and see if we can't... the right one. Don't want to use the wrong one. Go. That's not too bad. Not great, but not too bad for what it is. Awesome. That asteroid. Of course, salvaging is not the ship's primary function. We haven't even touched the ship's primary function, which is factory. Now, what exactly do I want to do with the factory is a better question. I know I want to process raw material. I know I want to make capsules. I know that for absolute sure. Why did you do that? Because then I can point at it and select it without having to move the orientation of the ship. So right now I'd have to turn the ship to the right to in order to point my cursor at it to highlight it with F. So instead, I just did it in build mode. Right. I just ate that asteroid. Oops. Okay, so now let's see here. I would like a one of these that's a inner ship remote. My other inner ship remotes. Oh, there they are. Inner ship remote. I call this our play drones. All play drones. And you are going to become a small button. That's not a 5x5x5 unit, and you small button are going to then attach to that and to yourself. All right, so the G play drones is going to be here, so I can hit 7. That's going to have everybody start moving out. Hit the button, everybody moving back in. Awesome. All right. So it looks like we're going to save this thing. What are we? 13? Save as S14. Save this, and we're going to call that a successful test, although the drones did diddly because they're drones and useless. But other than that, it was a successful test. Now, you know what? This sets this up for a lovely, nice square area. A squarea, if you will, for something. I'm thinking cargo here. Anyway, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will dig you cats later.